It's that BBC Three is set to return as a broadcast channel. After all that,
I wonder if Doctor Who's going to end up on there. Who knows?
We heard about this last year, didn't we? Because of course, BBC Three they removed it and they sort of turned it into a strand of programming that they run through the iPlayer and they show it on BBC One and Two in Great Britain. I think usually after midnight they just sort of cherry pick a few shows. It became a kind of brand within another brand, really. But it says here, BBC Three set to return in 2022, 6 years after the channel was dropped, in the expectation that younger audiences would increasingly watch online. But the brand has continued to exist on iPlayer, but the move online has led to lower engagement with the BBC by the target audience. It's because the target audience aren't interested in the BBC at all.
And it's Netflix as well. Netflix has killed everyone.
I think it could be. I wonder what Simon Horton thinks. Let's see what's.
And he's not blue. Damn it!
No, still not blue. No. Just blue shirt this week. Just a blue shirt.
Still not blue. You surprised to see BBC Three back, Simon?
I'm absolutely stunned. Literally, I knew nothing about this until you've just put it up there. I'm stunned. I'm quite. I have to be honest. I'm kind of horrified as well, simply because I've occasionally dipped into what's on BBC Three, and it's utter. I won't use the word.
Drivel. Is that what you're trying to
say? And so, if we think the BBC is on a downer, bringing back BBC Three is not the thing to bring it back up. They've even because of COVID and because I guess they hadn't got enough programs, they've even started using some of the BBC Three desperate stuff and chucking it in the kind of the graveyard slot at about 12 o'clock at night. It's awful. What are they doing, bringing it back? Is this really going to win people back to the BBC? It's not going to work for me.
The method in the madness here seems to be, it's all down to Ofcom, you see. It's subject to approval by Ofcom, who has ordered BBC bosses, that means you, Tim Davey, to increase viewing by younger people however they can. So if they weren't engaging with the iPlayer platform, then I suppose this is the only thing they can realistically try. But it says it will return in January and broadcast from 7 p.m. until 4 a.m. each day, exactly the same as the hours when it closed.
When they say young people, what age are they talking about, Dan? Do you know?
Younger than us, but probably about the same age as our mate JT. Come to think of it, let's ask him as our resident.
He's very young, JT.
As our resident youth-orientated person.
Oh, hello, hello, Spacebooker. Sorry, I was just playing with my clanger.
Oh dear.
Yes, not enough of that. You're glow blind. Oh, okay.
It's live.
So,
yes. Hello, Spacebookers.
It's as if they read your mind, mate. They're bringing back BBC Three.
Well, hurrah! I'm so excited. I mean, what more can you have with extreme left-wing policy? I don't know.
Is it their answer to Channel 4's sort of
no, it's worse than that. Have you seen the rubbish? Simon's right. The rubbish they put out on there. I mean, it's horrifying what they're trying to infect young people with. But it is not good news for Doctor Who, because of course what they'll do now is justify the whole of the Chris Chibnall era, saying, well, that was supposed to be for young, brand new people, and they'll keep going and
get over here. There's a quote here from Charlotte Moore, the Chief Content Officer at the BBC. Now,
hello, Charlotte.
Charlotte doesn't like Doctor Who very much, but she says the BBC needs to back success and make sure...
Back success?
Yes.
That means start getting some success.
But they've had loads, Simon, haven't they? They've had loads over the last 2 years. They've had huge success.
And make sure its programmes reach as many young people as possible wherever they live in the UK. So regardless of the debates about the past, we want to give BBC Three its own broadcast channel again. It's exciting and groundbreaking. Well, it's groundbreaking.
It's not groundbreaking.
Groundbreaking.
When did they launch it? They launched BBC Three in about 2003. So it's reset. It's reset. Now, what interests me is 2016, of course, when they removed it as an ongoing channel, was when things arguably started to go wrong for the BBC editorially and as regards their virtually all their programs sort of losing their grip on the public. I think that although Doctor Who was broadcast one more full season with Peter Capaldi after that, it was starting to show in there, wasn't it? The editorial shift and the rest of the programs. My dissatisfaction with the BBC, with BBC programming on 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, did start around that time. So could this signify a walk back of the last 6 years of abysmal content and stupid decisions?
No.
The problem with the BBC is every time they make a show, right, it always seems very much highbrow. They can't make shows like the Americans. BBC, they can't make shows like the Americans. It's very highbrow stuff that they make. And if you know about highbrow, it means it has this tone of we're better than everybody else, as far as I'm concerned. And I think that's the mistake they keep making. They're not making stuff for a wider audience. They keep, because it's the same people every time making the same stuff. So
I think it's an even bigger problem than that, in that I genuinely don't think they know who they're making television for. Because I mean, and this new announcement about BBC Three proves it, actually, because they know the penny has finally dropped that actually the people they need to get on board are the young people, because it's those people who are not going to be buying their TV license. Yes. We know that young people don't buy a TV license. It's our age group and above that buys a TV license. So basically, they've got to get the young people on board. Otherwise, they ain't got a channel. They haven't. It's all going to fall apart.
You can't win with this. You can't win with it.
No, you can't.
There are more. We know for a fact there are more. The younger generations live on YouTube. They don't do the BBC. The BBC, it's just gone. They've got it. Do you know what the easiest thing would have been for them to do? Is to bring back, to hit the Ofcom criteria, was to bring back the good content of the children's programs every afternoon, like we had, and they'd say, "There you go, we've done that." Then,
yes,
because that all those good things like Blue Peter and all those wonderful dramas that we used to have were lost when they took them to their own channel.
Well, and also let's not forget, JT, that a lot of adults used to watch those programs. They were popular with the adults as well before the news.
Captain Pugwash, Magic Roundabout.
I'm a very good Hector.
The Clangers.
It says here that BBC Three's target audience are 13s and over, between 7 and the Watershed. Yeah, I think that's highly ambitious, particularly after 6 years away. I do see that admitting that was a mistake. That's a rare thing for the BBC. Admitting that removing
they haven't admitted it was a mistake.
No, I don't suppose they have they?
They've said it's an exciting opportunity to bring back a well-loved brand. That's what they've said.